I Watch People in the World by Taigu Ryokan, 1785 to 1831. I watch people in the world throw away their lives lusting after things, never able to satisfy their desires, falling into deeper despair and torturing themselves, even if they get what they want. How long will they be able to enjoy it? For one heavenly pleasure they suffer 10 torments of hell, binding themselves more firmly to the grindstone. Such people are like monkeys, frantically grasping for the moon in the water, and then falling into a whirlpool. How endlessly those caught up in the floating world suffer. Despite myself, I fret over them all night, and cannot staunch my flow of tears. Translated by John Stevens. Okay, Taigu Ryokan was he's a famous Japanese poet from the north of Japan. His father was the headman of a village. Now, this poem is about the way people want things, the way people always seem to want more. I find it very interesting that this poem, despite the fact it's probably more than 200 years old, is still very applicable to our society today. People always want the latest thing. They want what's advertised. They want what everybody tells them they should have. And they will destroy themselves just trying to get these things. So, I watch people in the world throw away their lives lusting after things. So lust is a very strong desire. So they want to have things. They want certain things. Yeah, the things that are fashionable, the things that are in. Never able to satisfy their desires, falling into despair and torturing themselves. So here I see people who are sad and depressed because they can never satisfy themselves, satisfy their lives by buying the latest thing, by getting the thing that everybody has, the thing that's advertised on television, the thing that everyone says is brilliant. Even if they get what they want, how long will they be able to enjoy it? Okay, so this is saying that these things that people are lusting after, the things that they want to get, these are transient pleasures. This, if you read between the lines, is saying people should be looking for more spiritual things. They should be looking for things that they actually can enjoy, like peace, tranquility, calm, love. For one heavenly pleasure, they suffer 10 torments of hell. So to get these things, I would probably prefer the translation one earthly pleasure. Yeah. But yeah, for one heavenly pleasure, they suffer 10 torments of hell. So to buy this huge house, they work 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, the 10 torments of hell, to get this this thing that society says they want, they have to have to, that they need to be important, to be someone. Binding, tying, chaining themselves more firmly to the grindstone. Okay, the grindstone, this is the work, doing work. Yeah, to the grindstone of what society says is good, the things that we should have. Yeah, and this here clearly linked with they work themselves to death. Such people are like monkeys frantically grasping for the moon in the water and then falling into a whirlpool. So, here a metaphor. Well, firstly, a simile. They're like monkeys frantically grasping for the moon in the water. So, a monkey seeing the moon reflected in the water and trying to get it, but it's not there, it doesn't exist, it's something that's not real. So here I think the moon in the water is a metaphor within this simile of like a monkey. Okay, so the moon in the water trying to obtain things that are not real, things that don't last, and then falling into a whirlpool going round and round, sucking you in. So yes, the more they have, the more they want, the more dissatisfied they become. And this is the idea of the whirlpool. How endlessly those caught up in the floating world suffer. So I think here the floating world, the world of fashion, the world of people where society dictates what we need, what we should have. Yes, and people who are always lusting after the latest thing, they are caught up, they are trapped endlessly in this whirlpool, in this cycle. Despite myself, although it's not good for me, I fret, I worry about them all night, and cannot staunch, cannot stop my flow of tears. So even though it's not good for me, I worry about them at night, and I can't stop crying over their terrible situation and the sad state that society is in. So I think a really good poem talking about our consumerist world, but from 200 years ago. So maybe we haven't changed that much. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. I watch people in the world. Taigu Ryokan.